Hey, yo, what is up, my folks? It's your boy, FizzleTheHizzle, aka Ben here. Putting you guys a week 3 battle against Coach Rudiger67, my boy Dom, and the Cleveland Escavaliers. Jumping right in, he brings the Armaldo, he brings Irachi. I'm going out of order. He brings the Zardax, Irachi, Greninja, Crobat, Suicune, and the Armaldo. So, he definitely brings the Armaldo, which is definitely something I didn't predict him to bring, but what's a good lead here? What's a good lead here? Jumping right into it. I feel like mm, leading off with Kiana isn't a bad option here. Because if he leads a Greninja or something, he could try to set up spikes. And I can defog those away with Kiana. What am I doing? How do I get the link? Alright. There we go. I feel like leading Kiana is a pretty good option. Because if he goes to Jirachi, he can't really hit me at all. And I can discharge and hope for a para. He does not have a ground immunity unless he's like uh, spikes Greninja. So I think if he tries to get up rocks here, Armaldo is probably just going to set up rocks turn one, honestly, if it does lead. I do want to set up my rocks though, but Gren is a really good lead for him right now. So I think I'm going to go. Oh no, he's not Protean. He can't be Protean. That's right. So Zapdos is a phenomenal lead for me. Because I can defog anything away. I can discharge. If he switches out to something, I can get a pair off. Because right now he has four things that are weak to electric, and because three, I guess because of Megazard X, and Jirachi doesn't want to take a discharge, and if it attacks me, okay, so he does do that. I can freely discharge here. He can set rocks all he wants. He can go. He doesn't have an electric immunity though, so I think I'm just gonna discharge here. This is my play, 100%. If he goes rocks turn one, um, then I can defog those away. If he U-turns out, we have Rocky Helmet Chip, and we have the chance for a static paralysis on it. And Discharge should be doing decent damage. Not a lot, because Jirachi is just naturally fat. But crippling this thing, if it's a wish set, would be really good for us. And it's definitely good for our scissor if we get a para off, because we can outspeed it. I don't predict a Scarf Jirachi set, just because Zapdos is just too much of a wall for it. Unless he's Psychic, he's Psychic. He's Special. I have a free discharge here. He U-turns. You get Rocky Helmet Chip? Okay. What's to switch into a discharge? What's to switch into a discharge? Armaldo's not going to take one. Well, it can take one, obviously. But he does not... What do you switch in here to a discharge? I don't understand. And we get the Rocky Helmet Chip on Jirachi, which is really good for us. I didn't show pressure, so he definitely risked the static there. He definitely risked the static there. Discharge should do a lot to Armaldo, or a decent amount of damage, unless he's AV. He's a lefty as well. It took that hit really well. What's my switch into this thing? Probably Crook, right? And I want to get my rocks up. He could rapid spin them away, but I have a Rocky MZ, which nothing wants to take, really. He could try to get up rocks. I don't know if he'll go for the X Scissor, honestly. I don't think he'll go for the X Scissor here. And I get the Intimidate off. And I get to fire off a big... Or I can go for my rocks. And I don't think X Scissor is going to be doing a lot. That did nothing, though. Armaldo, how bulky are you? I mean, to be fair, I barely have any investment into special attack. Rapid spin. Discharge did 38%, so that's a roll. I mean, that's normal. It's normal stuff. So how much does like an X scissor do to Crook? If it does have X scissor, I don't know why he would bring it. really? X Scissor would do 55 to 65 if he does have it. But Stone Edge looks like it should kill. A Z Stone Edge especially should kill. Or should definitely kill. He goes for his rocks here. I can go for my rocks here. And I can defog these hazards away with Kiana. I could also Z Stone Edge here. I could also Z Stone Edge here. So I think I might get my rocks up here. If he rapid spins, yeah, I think I'm just going to get my rocks up here. He could try to go into his Gren and pressure us out. But we have a decent switch into Merity every time. He could go for a U-turn as well. I think I'm going to Stone Edge, actually. Because he might want to go Gren. No, I think I need to get my rocks up. He can rapid spin these away. I think I might knock off here. I might knock off here. We can get intel on what kind of Greninja set he is. Okay. So, X Scissor does a lot. That was a misplay. I thought Greninja would come here. Because I was going to set my rocks up right. Man. If I had Licky Licky, I could Wish Pass into this. I think I'm going to Z Stone Edge. He might sack this thing off. I think I might fire off a Z Stone Edge here. He could switch out into Gren. Because this thing is kind of useless at this point. So getting damage off of Jirachi is going to be good. I think I'm going to Z Stone Edge. I want to get my rocks up though. I want to get my rocks up though. I need to defog my own rocks later though. So Stealth Rock whittles down so much. I think I'm going for my rocks here. He's going to switch out, I feel like. Because Earthquake is probably going to kill something. I think I'm going to go for my rocks, okay. So, going for a knockoff here is definitely a good play. I don't want to go into my Todoroki here. I think knockoff is a good play, but I want to fire off a Z Stone Edge. How much is Z Stone Edge doing to Suicune? Probably like nothing. If I went for my rocks turn 1, man, I would have Z Stone Edge in next turn and put a huge dent in. I feel like he's Crocoon. Crocoon does a lot here. Z Stone Edge does like nothing. I want to knock off those lefties though. Prevent him from getting more recovery. He could be Crocoon, and I can't do anything about it. I have Todoroki, which is my best way of hitting it on the physical side. Do I need Bindi for anything? That thing is really low anyway, and with rocks, it's not going to take another. I feel like knockoff is a better play. Yeah, I go for knockoff. Okay, he's really defensive. He goes for a Skull here. So... I think I'm going to go into Katie and Taunt here. How much is Skull doing? Probably a lot. But that thing is really bulky. It took 26%. We got a really low roll then. How much is Gengar doing with like Thunderbolt? Oh, that does a lot. That does a lot of damage. I could go for a clean Thunderbolt here. After +1 special defense, how much does that do? I think I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt. He doesn't have recovery anymore. And nothing switches into an electric move anyway. Okay, that does a lot. He goes for a rest here. I'm gonna taunt. Or should... Thunderbolt did 56. Nothing takes a Thunderbolt though. If he goes Jirachi, he's gonna U-turn. If he U-turns on my Gengar, if he goes Jirachi right now, then he's Scarf. Do I Shadow Ball here? I don't think so. I could taunt. I think I'm just gonna... I need to get damage. I feel like that's my play. I need a Thunderbolt. He's gonna switch out here. But into what? Nothing takes a Thunderbolt besides Scarfrachi. And if he was Scarfrachi, then I think he would have gone into it by now. Because there's no way I Shadow Ball here, right? Taunt was for the Suicune, but I don't think he's staying in after he saw how much damage I did. Especially now that he doesn't have recovery with leftovers. I could pull a double back into Zapdos. I could do that. How much does Zapdos do? Probably not a lot. This charge is... I think I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt here, honestly. If he switches out into, like, Jirachi, then so be it. Okay, I think he's Scarf at this point. We get the Para, though. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's so big. That is huge, man. That is unfortunate, Hacks. Dang. So, I feel like he's definitely Scarf Rachi. Greninja doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball necessarily. But I have a free switch in to Zapdos right now. He could try to U-turn out. If he goes Greninja right now, then I'm good. And then I can Roost. Yeah. What do? You Psychic. Oh boy. I'm gonna Roost here. Opposite Serene Grace. Exactly. Don't get a Spadef drop, please. How much does Discharge even do to, like, Jirachi? Because it took a pretty sizable chunk from, I feel like Jirachi's Scarf. Jirachi does not have a chance to kill. I'm going to Discharge here. Okay, that's good damage. I'm going to Roost up. I need to preserve this thing for the Zard. If he gets a Spadef drop, though, that's going to be terrible. I need a Roost up. If he switches out, that's perfectly fine with me. Because the only thing that can touch me is Armaldo. And it doesn't take a Discharge, especially after Rocks. And if he goes Greninja, I don't think he can kill me. He could probably kill me with an Ice Beam. I'm gonna keep Roosting. Oh, he's paralyzed. Okay. So I think we Discharge here. That was definitely unfortunate, but it was bound to happen eventually. We kill the Jirachi. And speaking of killing things, I need to get rid of Crook on the layout. So Crook did its job, kind of. It unfortunately did not get a Z Stone Edge off, but it got Rocks out, which is good to whittle down Crobat, and especially the Zard, because Zard is such a monster. It whittles down Suicune as well. And his removal at this point is like Defog Zard, which is not happening. Defog Crobat, and it doesn't want to take a Discharge. And Rapid Spin Armaldo, which dies to a Discharge. So Zapdos looks very clean so far. What is he going to try to do? Is he going to U-turn? Ice Beam, like, blows me back, probably. There's no way he brings Scald, right? Nothing... I'm gonna go Todoroki on the Ice Beam. And I'm Scarfed, so I can lock myself into Fusion Bolt and do, like, work. I take everything, right? I think I'm going Todoroki here. I need to put on lots of offensive pressure. I outspeed everything on his team as well. Suicune gets 2-hit KO'd by Fusion Bolt. Armaldo dies. So, Scarf Kyurem looks really good right now. He does not bring an immunity to Electric, which I think is probably what won me the game, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to get ahead of myself or anything. But yeah, we're in prime position to win this game. I wish I had a Rapid Spinner on my team right now. He had to Ice Beam there, right? He U-turns? Okay. We found out he's a Life Orb, okay. So it's not a Z move, which is good to know. Nothing really wants to take a Fusion Bolt, though. After Rocks, everything dies. And I think I can just He can sack off on Mon and go into Zard and Mega Evolve, maybe. But if he does that, then I'm switching out Kyurem. Kyurem looks really good right now. Kyurem looks phenomenal right now. I'm Scarf, right? Yeah, okay. Just, unless he's Scarf. He's not Scarf Armaldo. He's not Scarf Greninja, which I think is great. Scarf Crobat is not a bring because then Zapdos walls. So I think Todoroki has a prime chance to win the game here. Todoroki looks really good right now, and he can't stop it. I was streaming earlier today, and I've been offline for like an hour, and apparently I have 3 viewers still. Like what? This thing gets clean to hit KO'd. How many turns of sleep does it have? You could try to burn me, which would suck a lot. No, he switched out. Oh, I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna Fusion Bolt here. It gets 2 hit KO'd. How much does that do? Okay, he doesn't have Sleep Talk. Fusion Bolt did 44. That was his first turn of sleep. That Fusion Bolt did not as much damage as I hoped, because he's definitely like max. He's max, like HP and defense. Scarf Kyurem looks phenomenal. Alright, we got rid of, what's his face? Armaldo. So you can't really get rid of these. We get a crit on the Armaldo. That mattered. Crit 8%. I'm going to be a little snarky here. And this thing is about to get bobbed by a Fusion Bolt as well. So rude. And we knock it out. This is really good for us. This is really good for us. We get 2 more turns from rocks. We can switch out and come back in. The game's not over, of course, but we definitely do have a great thing. A great thing. What do I sack off here? I think I'm going to go Kiana. So that I can, if he DNS's up, then I get Rocky Helmet Chip. And then I live any hit with Merity, so I'm going to do that. If he D-dances, that's fine. He Dragon Claws, that's really good. Can we get a static? We don't. We get Rocky Helmet Chip, though. And Merity looks really good with the Moonblast right now. I could Ice Beam as well. Does Ice Beam kill? I'm just making sure so I don't mess anything up. Primarina. Ice Beam should definitely kill. I don't know what I'm saying, but it can never hurt to double check, you know. Yeah, Ice Beam looks like it blows it back, so I'm gonna Ice Beam here. He goes Crobat. Alright, we knock out the Crobat. Oh, okay, we don't knock out the Crobat. I'm gonna go Scissor here. Because I don't want to get Brave Birded. And I can take any hit. He defogs, okay. He defogs. So I feel like he's U-turning here. So I'm gonna U-turn as well. He's U-turning here. If he Brave Birds, then I don't know. He got rid of our rock, so we can come in as many times as we want with the Kyurem. He could still win this. He roofs, okay. We get in our Kyurem for free though. We can Fusion Bolt here, and I don't think Charizard takes 2, bud. Charizard doesn't take 2. And Todoroki looks like it's gonna clean here. has to sack something off. And I still have Primarina in case D-Dance Charizard gets out of hand. So I can take a Thunder Punch, I can take an Earthquake at +1 or +2, I think. Excuse me. And I resist both of its stabs. I either resist or I'm immune to both of its stabs, so Primarina. Alright, we pick up the KO on Crobat. I need to get Zapdos off the layout. You did work, buddy. You did work, buddy. I think I'm going to Fusion Bolt for damage, honestly. He might Roost here. He D-Dances, okay. He can easily Roost here. But I'm going to Fusion Bolt. He can easily Roost here. If I do that, then no. Thunderbolt from Katie should be good to kill the Suicune. So I'm going to Fusion Bolt again. If he has Roost, this could be very problematic for us. D-Dance Roost. No, I don't think he has Roost. He doesn't have room for it. He needs Thunder Punch or something to hit Primarina, I feel like. If we got the static with Zapdos, that would have been clutch. We didn't get the static on the Jirachi. Well, we got the paralysis on it, to be fair. I'm just going to Fusion Bolt again and let it go down, because I cannot allow him to D-Dance again. If he D-Dances again, then we're in trouble. I need to Fusion Bolt again. Fusion Bolt should looks like it should kill again. Or should kill. If he has Roost, then he's missing Dragon coverage. He has to have dual stabs, right? I don't think he has Roost. I don't think he has Roost. He Dragon Claws? Okay, that's fine. Alright, Todoroki, you did work. You did lots of work, bud. You did lots of work, bud. I can Moonblast here. Because I resist everything. Wakanberry should live. Should make me live, right? T-Punch. Yeah, I'm like at full. I should live, right? T-Punch, yeah, I live it. I definitely live it. He Earthquakes. We live it, though. Alright. Merity picks up the KO. Suicune, I can Moonblast twice here. What do you do here? Rest? I'm going to go into Gengar just to Thunderbolt it twice. And then that should be GG. He doesn't have Sleep Talk, which I find interesting. Alright, GG, man. Gengar picking up the last kill. I feel like I played my sacks correctly this time. I did what I needed to do to win. I sacked off everything that I needed to, so pretty happy with the way I played. Your Tampa Bay Buizzles are looking at their best start in coach history, coach history, team history. So 3-0, and I believe we have a +8 differential. So we're looking really good early round in the NCL season 2. So yeah, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. Like always, have a swell day. Peace.